Israel. There are a few issues in this world where I find it very difficult to come up to speed. My favorite is guns. Everyone who talks about gun statistics comes at it with an angle, right? They're either pro-gun or anti-gun. And if you want to know the truth, it's not Googleable. Like, you can't find it. Everyone who has looked into this is looking into it with an agenda.
Yeah,
all right.
it's like a documentary.
Israel, I find to be a similar thing. Like, what is happening over there? What did the Palestinians do that have the Israelis going bonkers, just like bombing the fuck out of them and mowing down the houses? And it always seems like Israel's the bad guys, yet they're America's good guys. Why do we give them billions in aid all the time? How does that help America? Is it
it doesn't help us at all. What the fuck? It's a world away. What are we doing over there? Like, it's just so far. We have so many problems we need to deal with here in our own country, and it's like we're still fucking around a world away. No.
I saw this video from like the 80s of Joe Biden talking about this. Joe Biden, who had like a fair bit of brown hair covering his head, right? This is 80s Joe Biden, about how great Israel was for America, and that if there wasn't an Israel, we would have to create an Israel, and it's the best 3.6 billion we spend every year. And what he didn't say was why. Why?
So he was probably taking money from the foreign lobby.
That sounds reasonable to me. Like it. Why is Israel such a? Why are they our allies? They always seem like the bad guys. And it's like, oh, we need a foothold over in the Middle East. How come? We're energy independent now.
Don't we have an ally alliance with Saudi Arabia, which is way more significant strategically over there than Israel? Like, so that never made sense to me either.
I don't get it. And then they're literally an apartheid state. They have different laws based on your race. They like.
You won't find me saying a bad word about Israel. Stay strong, Israel.
That's because Kyle is a secret member of Mossad. Is it the FPS Russia? No, FPS Israel from Mossad.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hot potato. The problem is I'm not. It's what he said. And if anyone ever asks me my opinion on that one, it's like I don't think I'm educated enough to give a good have a good opinion or make a good statement on Israel.
I don't think any of us are, but it's
right.
like
real hot potato.
The most I feel like I can say like confidently is like, what are we doing over there? Like if it like whatever the reason is that we're there, it's clearly not benefiting American people. So we ran whatever experiment we're doing in the Middle East. Enough. Like
prior to energy independence, I might have been able to make a better argument than I can today. Now that we're energy independent,
we've got a global market for
somebody
oil.
else.
What happens over there does affect.
Whoever needs that oil can pay for their.
It makes sense because it's like, wait, so we spent 1,000 times more money to steal the oil than we could have bought it for. That doesn't make any sense. So we spent trillions of dollars over the years to secure oil, and we could have just bought it for cheap. And like, I don't know, the oil thing doesn't make any sense. Like, there's Russia has oil, Canada has oil, we have oil. Like, it's not like it's just a couple countries in the Middle East that have access to this shit.
Russia has a fuck ton of oil.
Yeah, isn't Russia the biggest, or natural gas are the biggest? Maybe, I don't know about oil, but
I think we might be.
Are we?
I don't know. We make a lot of natural gas, man.
We're not a bad guess. It doesn't sound dumb.
No, it doesn't sound. I just thought I heard something about like Russia having ridiculous wells of natural.
I'm sure they do.
There might be a different answer to who has the most and who makes the most.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably very likely. Yeah. I don't care what Israel does to those people over there. They're probably doing the right thing. Would be
I want
guess.
all of our soldiers back.
And yet I'm reading like all these tweets, and I'll just go. A couple of them are in Arabic, so I'll skip those. Let's see. Armed settlers gathering in a place I can't pronounce amid fears of attacks on Palestinians. There were multiple calls organizing for it yesterday within Israeli groups on social media. There were some rough ones. Let's see. Israeli occupiers shockingly assault, batter, and lunge at Palestinian Christians to block their access to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Yeah. Israeli police are breaking into homes and assaulting its owners. Hashtag Israeli terrorism. Mob of Israeli terrorists lynch a Palestinian. Hashtag Israeli terrorism. One of the many reasons I love Ireland and its people love it. P.S. I bet the Israeli ambassador's answer was I don't know what that's in reference to. Israel is bombing media offices. Israel is bombing media offices in Palestine, so the truth can't be seen by the world. Hashtag Gaza under attack. Israel is attacking Palestinians with weapons like tear gas made in the U.S. and purchased from U.S. funding. How non-existent one's heart and moral compass must be to believe that you are the rightful owner of someone else's home, to show up and enter the home, displace them physically, and as though their life in that home is your possession. Just a whole stream of stuff from our boy Fish.
And like every article you click on is like what he said. Clearly their mind is made up before they even heard the story. Like, and what it seems to be is like the Israelis or Israel is making settlements, which is basically like they're going into Palestinians' homes and being like, oh, legally you can't live here anymore. Goodbye. And they force them out and then they take that house. And then some Palestinians are protesting against that.
Bulldoze that house and make a new one.
They bulldoze the house or just take.
You have to because of the smell.
A new one. And then then Palestinians started protesting that. And then I think the Palestinians.
Why do they have bottles of water by the toilet?
You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch.
Consider the smell, you bitch. And then I think they were like doing fucked up shit to the protesters, the Palestinian protesters, like macing and rubber bullets. And then I saw two clips. I saw one of the rockets coming from Palestine. They look like rockets out of a time machine from so long. Like it was made out of pipes and bullshit where it's just like just kind of coming in and then
toppling
Israel
end over end like I throw a football. Yeah.
They've got a bowling ball mortar like I used to use.
And you see these rockets coming in, and then you see Israel's Iron Dome defense like just fucking them all up, and then it's like, wow, man, they didn't really get any of those through, other than I guess one. I think one person died in Israel, and then you see the response, and it's like scorched earth. 2021 level Air Force attack, like firebombing entire areas. It's like, okay, yeah.
I struggle with that a little bit. Like I know I just argued against Israel, but like if whoever, right, unspecified a stand, took out 13 people in a mall, and then we came back and downed a city, it might be like, well, you mess with the bull. This
goes back to his old adage: "You're allowed to win."
You're allowed to win, right?
A lot of innocent people who had nothing to do with the attack.
I have seen hockey players where, like, I check Taylor, and then Taylor checks me. I'm splattered against the plexiglass, and it's like, oh, Taylor got a penalty for being bigger and stronger. That's not how hockey works.
Well, I mean, to your point, Taylor, you said those people who were being killed had nothing to do with the attack.
Yeah,
the other day when that hockey player assaulted the other one. Your idea for an appropriate response was not to go after the offending hockey player, but to go after the star that's on his team.
Yeah,
you thought that would be the best way to send a message.
Yeah, I'm definitely being hypocritical.
That shows you, Kyle.
I have no problem. Crisscross. Wow, I can look at different scenarios and have different analyses. It's almost whoa.
No,
it's so
the
difficult.
hockey rules apply to Palestine.
You know what? Okay. Then let's take the biggest guy in Palestine who can skate versus the biggest Israeli who can skate. It'll be fair because neither one of them play hockey at all, I guarantee.
Neither one of them
There's
can
more
skate.
skating rinks in Israel than there are in Palestine.
Yeah, but how many? Does Israel even have a hockey team?
I don't know.
The IDF probably has a pro league or something, and then they go against the Spetsnaz or something.
They would get butt fucked against Russia.
When I was in high school, I used to be like, Ghana doesn't even have an Olympic swimming team. I could make it.
It's just you and 3 real tall skinny guys who are drowning. No, it's you versus 3 tall skinny guys, and they're collecting the pool water to take home.
I have to quick run the race before they finish.
No, it's you against 3 really tall skinny guys. One of them's drowning, the other's collecting the clean water to take it home, and the other one's just taking the first bath he's had in like a year.
All the water's all soapy. He's ruining it. Yeah.
This is wonderful. Woody's over there like going hard as fuck.
This is
He's off the blocks like a
Trying to
fucking
beat some
lightning
guy
bolt.
who's got those water wings around his biceps.
You're like the reverse of Cool Runnings, where you show up in Ghana to join their team. This is Matt Woodward. He has a pool at his house. This man has a pool at his house, and he is going to be the best swimmer in all the land. And then you're just going to be top times in Ghana, and then you're going to go to the Olympics, and you're going to see some like guy from Norway. Fuck, that guy knows how to swim. Damn it, he has a pool too.
Bjorn's noted swimmer Bjorn Swimmerson from. Yeah,
I come
it
from
wouldn't
a
work out.
long line of swimmers.
My
Meanwhile,
father could swim. My grandfather could swim.
My mother could not swim. It is
No.
one week a year when it's not frozen. Dude,